wish you a very merry Tuesday morning. I will say that I have been a little bit groggier in the mornings, and that's because our kids are starting to do the thing that most kids do, and that's wake up early in the morning. And that's very normal, very expected. I just haven't quite adjusted my night before schedule. I'm still staying up later than I should because they go to sleep earlier. Obviously that doesn't always work because I'm often working in the evening. In the evenings that I'm not working in the morning, probably get a little bit better about actually going to bed at a decent time. Yesterday was a fairly typical Monday, with the exception of later in the day, I got to help my brother and sister-in-law look at some cars at a small dealership near us. I always really like looking at cars, helping people look at cars. I never say I'm a car expert, I'm not. I just really enjoy it, and so sometimes I can help point some stuff out or just even be a third party. That was a lot of fun. I will say one thing that I walked away from that is just my realization that for whatever reason, I just really like cars, and I don't know if I really have a reason to, I just do. Something to consider in the future of maybe I should do something about my enjoyment of vehicles. Okay, with that, I'm gonna finish my water before I get to work and have a good Tuesday. All right, I'm coming at you at 7:37 p.m. in the evening. It has been a different kind of day, but in the sense of it was not like a normal Tuesday. It was normal in the sense of jumping around and doing a lot of things. First of all, meetings, that is normal. Second of all, different kind of meetings talking about the second location of the church that I work at. That is not normal talking about that, but we had some people in town, left there, went home, hung out with my kids for about 10 minutes, took one of my kids with us to the building that we are going to be setting up that church location. So that was really fun. Headed home, hung out with both kids. My wife and I put them down to sleep, and then now I am on my way to band rehearsal with my friend Quinn and another local artist, and we are going to be practicing for the show that is really coming up pretty quick now. It's kind of crazy. So just listening to some songs, getting excited, and I'm going to try to grab some clips of rehearsal. It's about 7:30 in the evening. We just wrapped up a shoot here for the Opera Prima wine brand. I had a couple friends come and hang out. Did have the kids with us, so that made it a little bit crazy, but this space was beautiful. It's an awesome building here in Madison. Definitely gonna be coming back because there's even more rooms than we got to use. And the people were really nice to work with. It is now Thursday. I'm heading home. I'm gonna get home a little bit after 5. And I have a moment of honesty and the realization that this week, for some reason, it has been really tough for me to pick up the camera and remember to share about what's going on. And I honestly feel like, as lame as an excuse as this is, it's kind of because my kids are going through a sleep regression right now, which means that we're either up around 5. My wife was up with them at 3 the other night and then got them down, and then I woke up at, I don't know, like 6 or something. Anyways, it doesn't really matter, but I'm realizing that's affecting me a little bit more than I'd like it to. You know, that's also just kind of real life. A lot of nitty gritty things today at work, but heading home, and it is absolutely beautiful outside. I'm not always excited for summer. Right now, I'm actually really excited for summer. 77 degrees and sunny. The most important thing that is happening today is my wife and I's 5-year wedding anniversary, which is really, really cool. I keep saying to people, it feels like longer and shorter at the same time. So grateful for her. I'm so grateful for the relationship that we've had for 5+ years now. It always humbles me a little bit to think about how there's this person in my life who is the most important person in my life, who at one point in time I didn't even know. And doesn't really make sense, but it's pretty cool. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. 5:05 Friday evening, headed home. And I just was reflecting on this week, and yeah, there was, you know, some good spots of the week, obviously. And just the reality that some weeks you're just a little bit lower energy, have a little bit less excitement. And that was kind of the case for me. I've been trying to teach myself motion graphics and kind of gotten by with the little knowledge that I know, but I'm really trying to really grow that. So what I did is spent a couple hours working in Fusion, which is DaVinci Resolve's motion graphics place, and was trying to use
their like node structure, and whatever reason, me importing the PSD Photoshop file, it just didn't quite ever work or look how I wanted it to. Eventually I just had to break it apart and kind of edit it in layers like I would normally edit a video, and it worked. It was fine. Obviously I don't have as much flexibility. I can't work in 3D space quite as easily. That being said, I think it turned out pretty decent. One thing that was fun is this morning I got to start cutting my grass for the first time. That's something I actually enjoy. I'm excited to get some random clips of, you know, cutting grass. Had a doctor's appointment this morning, sort of got some answers, sort of didn't. I gotta say, I am still getting used to the fact that it is not even 6 a.m. yet, and it's this bright outside. This morning is gonna be a bit different because in addition to what I normally do, I'm also jumping in and help serving on bands. Typically, if you watch these videos, you know that I usually end this video on my drive to work on a Sunday morning. But the fun thing is that tonight, we're hosting an event that we do every year. We partner with all these people to make this event called Night to Remember happen, where it is essentially a prom-like experience for people with disabilities and special needs, and it is such a blast. It's so much fun. Hundreds of people come. I'll be bringing this camera along, get some behind the scenes. That's really nice.
I have arrived home after a very long, very good day. But I made it home before 10 p.m. I left home before 6 a.m. Pretty good day. Need to get some food, rest up. See you in the next one.